Hello and welcome to Sunday Reads with Renee. My name is Renee and I'm here to talk quickly a little bit about why it is I love romance novels. And this is an entry I've been wanting to do for some time, and it's more of a quick, brief discussion than anything else. One of the reasons I enjoy romance novels is because they're light, fluffy, and while they do have some that have dramatic attached to it, comedic as well, we also have a bit of personal journey engaged in it too. And I really like the romance novels because they provide that nice escapism for you as well and really help to put you in a good mood if the story ends in a very good, positive way. Most of the time it is an optimistic ending though, so that's a good thing. But the reason I also wanted to do romance novels is because in 2020, I ended up taking them on a little bit more. I hadn't done so much in the past, but when 2020 came around and we were going through lockdowns and the worldwide crisis, I really started to turn to romance novels as my comfort. And the reason for that, again, is because they're light, they're fluffy, they have that optimistic ending to it, which I enjoy. And I really feel that romance novels are something you can still enjoy. More importantly, you see a surge of book sales happening with romance novels. It seems to be a big thing that's happened since 2020. A lot of people really like and enjoy them. But you also have an interesting subgenres of the romance novel. One of them is romantic fantasy, otherwise known as hashtag romantasy. And there's also Talia Hibbert, who writes a lot of her characters in romance novels that have disabilities and medical issues and struggles with that while also trying to work jobs and find love along the way. And her hashtag is own voices. And for me, romance novels are just a great thing to really enjoy. But before I get into any of the details, I want to let you know that some of the books I mentioned here will have plot reveals as well as spoilers. So, therefore, spoilers are ahead, and I hope you enjoy. Now, romance novels can be a variety of different things. You have romantic fantasy, romantic comedy, romantic drama, personal journeys edged in it. And those are very good things to have, even the tragic ones, which can be very heartbreaking and sad. Jane Austen, of course, is one of my favorites. She wrote a lot of her romance novels more than 200 years ago, but still touch my heart because you love the characters and you love the plot lines. There's also Gothic romance, such as Wuthering Heights, which is more of a tragic tale where you don't want the characters to really be together for different reasons. But I like that Emily Bronte brought the dark side to that. And then we also have a little of the dark side when Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, which is my all-time favorite book, but that's a video for another day. We also have Elizabeth Gaskell's North and South, which is a very good book. And we have a lot of other romance novels that have been written over centuries that are enjoyable and fun. Of the more modern romance books I like, they come from Emily Henry. They also come from Ellen Hildebrand. And it's also very good to have different romance novels that are just engaging and fun. I personally like The Rosie Project, which is done by Graham Simpson, and I really enjoy this novel because it's about Dawn and Rosie and how their opposites attract, who somehow form that connection to be together. You also have some romance edged into different books that are not exactly full on romance with the central story and more to the side, like the Coffee House Mysteries by Cleo Coyle, which are fun and enjoyable. And for me, I just like romance novels in general, though, because they're fun, they're light, like Jen DeLuca's Well Matched series. And I enjoy those because they're typical novels of just two people meeting together, facing some conflict in hard times, and really enjoying each other. We also, of course, have the personal journeys edged in these romance novels, such as the Bridget Jones series by Helen Fielding, where Bridget Jones is a bit of a hot mess, but you still relate to her. And we also have, of course, novels that don't have too much of that personal journey where romance is the end game, but is a possibility, such as Evie Drake Starts Over by Linda Holmes. For me, I felt that was the ending there, where Evie ends up really discovering, hey, I like this guy, Dean. I feel we could have a future together, but I need to deal with my own issues and my own personal journey before I can be with him or anyone else. So, romance novels can have that little edge and things that you can relate to or can make you think a little bit. But I overall like romance novels because they can be lighthearted, fluffy, and enjoyable. There's a certain level of escapism that can make you feel good, and that's also why I joined a romance book club, so we can have those chats about the stories and the storylines and really enjoy them. What I like especially about romance novels being published today is that we do get a diverse body of work. So we have the Kiss Quotient series by Helen Hong. We have the Marriage Game written by Sarah Desai. We have Mismatch by Sarah Jafari. We have the Brown Sisters series that was written by Talia Hibbert, who does some interesting stories that involve individuals who face physical disabilities, medical issues, and find romance along the way. And we also have, of course, Tia Williams. I really liked her two books, 7 Days in June and The Love Song of Ricky Wilde. So we do have quite a good, diverse body of work with romance novels that I find make the genre a little bit more interesting and more inclusive for everyone to enjoy, whether you relate to the characters or not, or simply just love the romance stories and are touched by it, because it's very good to have all those diverse bodies of work that really help to engage the reader no matter what. This also includes work done by characters that have LGBT plus in them. Of course, we have the iconic Red, White, and Royal Blue. This is a story that I like and enjoy, and how it was written was very nicely done. And I really felt connected to the characters and enjoyed their story. As you see, this was a little bit of a quick romance video that I did here for Sunday Reads with Renee. Fortunately, I've been pretty busy, so this was just a quick video I wanted to do for this week's entry, but nonetheless, I hope you enjoy this one and it can inspire you to read romance novels, discuss it in the comments, even share some of the books that you've enjoyed that you can recommend, because I'm always on the lookout for it and I know others are. One website I will recommend though is romance.io, and this is a great website where you can really find your next great romance read and engage with other people on the site as well. So please click the link in the description when you see that. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back next Sunday with a little bit more of a discussion on novellas and short stories. But until then, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.